Good afternoon, all of you. In last lecture, I have discussed the different factors that are affecting on the microbial spoilage of any pharmaceutical product. Today, we will see the next point of our syllabus, that is sources of microbial contamination. There are different sources that are affecting on the there are different sources of microbial contamination. First source, that is atmosphere, then second water, then third building and facility, then fourth equipment, then fifth materials, then manufacturing processes, and last, that is HVAC system. I am repeating the sources of microbial contamination. First, that is atmosphere, then second water, then third building and facility, fourth equipment, then fifth materials, sixth manufacturing process, and last, that is HVAC system. We will see one by one in detail. First, the microbial contamination of any pharmaceutical product is influenced by the environment in which they are manufactured and by the materials used in their formulation. The different pharmaceutical formulation may be contaminated by the atmosphere. The different pharmaceutical formulations may be contaminated by the atmosphere, then may be contaminated by raw material, equipment, waters, human sources, and they get spoiled. First, that is atmosphere. The atmospheric microbial pollutants are potentially correlated to population density and the activity as well as human health. Thus, the atmospheric microbial pollutants are potentially correlated to pollution density and activity as well as to human health. Then, higher the population density is, the heavier the air microbial pollution will become. Some meteorological factors exert great influence on air microbial pollution. Generally, the wind, solar radiation, rainfalls purify air, and consequently cause a decrease in atmospheric microbial pollution. Then, prevailing strong wind may favor this pollution, especially in dry condition and in absence of vegetation. Then, obviously, the relatively high temperatures associated with high relative humidity enhance the growing of microbes. Then, however, the higher the temperature is, the lower the viability of airborne microbes will be. Then, with higher relative humidity, the decrease the suspended particle may be recorded. Then, next factor, that is water. Water is one of the main constituent of in many products, and it is also used for washing as well as cooling process. Then different types of microorganisms are present in fresh water. The different types of microorganisms are present in fresh water, and some microbes may contaminate the water from sewage. For example, Pseudomonas species, Proteus species, and E. coli species. Then softened water is often used for washing containers which are used for formulation. Then third factor, that is building and facilities. The building and manufacturing facilities may also contribute to the contamination. The main reason of contamination due to facility issue include: first, that is insufficient size and inadequate organization of the space, leading to selection of error like mix-ups or the cross contamination between the consumables, raw materials, in process material, and finished products. Then inadequate filth and pest controls, then rough floors, walls and ceilings, then lack of air filtration system, then improper lighting and ventilation, then poorly located vents, ledges and drains, then inadequate washing, then inadequate cleaning toilet and locker facilities to allow for a sanitary operation, and cleaning of facilities, equipment and utensils, as well as personal cleanliness. The next factor, that is equipment. The equipment and utensils used in processing, holding, and transferring and packaging are the common source of pharmaceutical contamination. I am repeating, see here, the equipment and utensils used in processing, holding, transferring, and packaging are the common sources of or the common source of pharmaceutical contamination. The main reason for contamination from the equipments it includes first inappropriate design, then inappropriate size, then material leading to corrosion and accumulation of static material, and or the adulteration with the lubricants, then adulteration with colorants, dirts, and the adulteration with sanitizing agents. Next, that is improper cleaning as well as improper sanitization. Then next, design preventing proper cleaning as well as proper maintenance. Then improper calibration, then irregular services and deliberate use of defective equipment. Then materials, the raw materials used for production, the raw materials used for production can be potential source of contamination. The raw materials used for production can be a potential source of contamination. The main reason for contamination from the raw materials it includes first, that is storage and handling mistakes causing mix-up or the selection errors. Then next, contamination with microorganism or the contamination with the other chemicals. Then degradation from exposure to excessive environmental conditions such as heat or cold, sunlight, or the moisture. Then improper labeling, then as well as next, that is improper sampling, then improper testing and the use of materials that fails to meet acceptance specifications. The next factor, that is manufacturing process. There are various opportunities for contamination of raw material, intermediate, or the packaging materials throughout the manufacturing process. The main reason for contamination during the manufacturing process it includes the main reasons for contamination during the manufacturing process it includes lack of dedicated facilities to manufacturing a single product. Then next, inappropriate cleaning in between batches to minimize the amount of product changeovers. Then use of open manufacturing system exposing the products to the immediate room environment. Then lack of cleaning status labeling on all equipments and the material used within the manufacturing facility. The next factor, that is HVAC system. As I discussed earlier, what is HVAC? That is high ventilation air conditioning. A poor HVAC system can be potential source of microbe growth. A poor HVAC system can be a potential source of microbes growth and a transportation mode for dispersing the contaminants throughout the manufacturing facility. The main reasons of contamination due to the main reasons of contamination due to the HVAC issues it includes HVAC issues includes first, that is the accumulations of organic material in or near HVAC air intakes. Then ineffective filtration of the supply air. Then insufficient magnitude of pressure differentials causing flow of reversal. Then erroneous ratio of fresh air to recirculated air. Erroneous ratio of fresh air to recirculated air. Then inability to access ventilation dampers and filters from outside the manufacturing areas. And last, non-directional airflow within the production or the non-direction non-directional airflow within the production or the primary packaging area. So this is all about the sources of contamination, sources of microbial contamination. Next part we will see in next lecture.